Yes, it's lore time. I got some SadSMP. The End Aftermath. Woo. Hello, Ellie Seed Girl. Or Ellie. Or Seed or Girl. Whatever you want me to call you, hello. Got some late night lore going on. Which reminds me, I really need to work on the SM Paradox video so we can finally do that, but it really seems like SM Paradox is dead. I'm gonna be honest, nobody's been playing on it or doing any lore. Which is fine, I don't really... I don't know, maybe me getting out of prison will wake up SM Paradox again, but that requires me doing the video. Maybe I'll do that over the weekend. Alright, gotcha, Fuka. And no worries. Durgo Pop. Durgo Pop. Durgo Pop. I go pop. I pop. Pop. I'm so happy we have a light just now. I say that as I... Okay, well, I guess I'm just floating down into my hole. That's fine. I know. I'm waiting for it to end. Parallax, you think I'm not a professional streamer. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Yeah, blip. Says the one who doesn't even stream. Speaking of, you need to start streaming again. Like, seriously. Come on. It's been long enough without a Parallax stream. I miss my comfort streamer. Anywho. Welcome back to SadSMP. In this episode, we finally have wings. I can finally fly. It's great. Imagine having this I've seen you stream sometimes, Fuka, right? I swear I remember your streams being pretty, like, well running. Maybe I'm remembering wrong though, I don't know. Anyways, if you might remember slideshow. Oh no. I don't know if you remember or not last time, but we kind of went to the end. Yeah, that was a whole thing. But we all came out of it alive, so that's good. However, we did have a little bit of conflict. Well, primarily the conflict was between me and Paradox, though it was, I will admit, me starting most of the conflict, purely because I didn't want for people to go into the end. But, alas, people did. Yeah, especially Paradox. But it's fine. I sent him an apology letter and he sent this reply. Just basically saying that, yeah, he would like to just talk about it, which I mean, I guess is a good thing. I can't really properly apologize. Hello. I don't. I don't think there's a way for you to get back up. I'm gonna be. Do you have an elytra?
I think you're the only one who has one.
No, quite a few other people do, but there is not a way back up.
Awesome.
So if you would climb onto my back, I can carry you back up.
Alright, wait. You can... Whoa, okay. That's awesome.
There you go.
Thank you.
Careful not to fall in again.
I'll try not to.
Anywho, yeah. Might be meeting with Paradox soon enough. But before that, I was in the middle of something. Mistakes were made. You're all good. The hole is in fact, not very non-elytra user friendly.
Okay.
Well, I didn't really want to talk to Paradox that early. I'll see if I can sneak around. Perhaps the other way. I don't know if anybody has noticed, but I did go back. Well, me and Millie, or Millie and I, went back and we took Aries. Excuse you. Please head back in. Lead, I do. So I will just write him over here. Made him a little... Or I haven't decorated it yet because I was kind of interrupted by people wanting me to stream. But this is where he will be staying. I'm going to see if I can change him back somehow, but honestly I don't know if it's possible. But he is dangerous, so I need to keep him away from the other, well, more populated area. But it didn't feel right just leaving him in there. Especially because he is the last of, well, whatever that expedition crew was to the Infinite Empire mining colony. But he'll just be staying in there for the foreseeable future. I'll make it a bit more... what's the word? Decorated. Give him some food. He's not that aggressive. I believe as long as he isn't... Hello?
Hello. Did you get my letter?
I did, and also your mic is very scuffed.
Hold on.
Do you have the right mic selected?
Is this better?
Yes, that is better.
Ignore my I need fucking level.
Oof.
So did you get my letter?
Yes, I did. I take it you're just here to discuss things and...
Yes.
Alright. Would you like to do it here, or shall we go somewhere
Anywhere
else?
you want.
I'm not really sure.
Okay. Well, we can just kind of sit somewhere.
I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting you to agree to, well, discuss things, since I thought everything was already discussed, but
Well,
it
you
was
did
not.
say you would be willing to talk,
I did.
so we might as well talk.
Sure.
So what are your thoughts on the end, huh?
My thoughts on the end.
Yes, because you seem very keen on preventing everyone from going.
Well, it's a bit too late for that.
Yes. But do you mind sharing why you didn't want everyone to go?
Well, purely because it's dangerous. Did it not prove to be
Yes.
dangerous?
Is it dangerous because of the dragon?
Well, that and, well, you saw the infinite void below the
Ah,
floating
yes, but there's an
islands.
island.
Yes. And if someone were to trip and fall off?
We looked up pretty safe to me.
Hmm.
Have you been to the end after the fight?
After the fight. Yes.
Did you notice the room that I built?
Yes, I did. Looks very well decorated.
Yes, so we should be safe.
Should be. How about
And now that
you?
the central threat to it has been eliminated, then we can now freely go between it and the
Central
overworld.
threat. You see the dragon as the central threat?
Well, what else could there be possibly threatening?
Hmm. I suppose you do see the dragon as a threat to us, but the dragon also saw us as a threat to it. It goes both
I
ways.
suppose.
We were intruding upon its territory, that's why it attacked us.
Yes, but how do you know this? See, this is what I want to know, what I wish to know, is how you knew this.
I'm not going to give you that information
Why
unless you
not?
give me some of yours.
So what you're proposing is a trade.
Precisely.
It depends upon the nature of your questions.
Hmm.
Because obviously there's some things that I'd like to keep to myself. Because, as open as I am with everyone, I don't really like keeping, secrets. I like being open. But there are some things about myself that I prefer to keep to myself. Purely because I feel like they are not relevant to my life now.
Hmm.
Unlike your potential secrets, which were in fact relevant and did cause me quite a few bruises.
Well, can't say I didn't warn you.
Yes, I might have to add another scar to my collection.
So you wish to know how I knew that, well, something dangerous was inside the end?
Yes.
Hmm. As much as I would like to answer your question, I don't think it's best for me to.
Don't think it's best for you to. Do you mean as in for your health, or for the health and sake of others?
Hmm. Let's just say for my health, I suppose.
Do you believe that people would retaliate against you if you told me this information?
Well, Not other people, no.
Feel like something will be done to you if you reveal this information.
Perhaps.
Are you acting on your own, or are you being influenced by something else or someone else?
I cannot answer that.
Then it is someone else. That's the only possible answer that is satisfactory.
Is it?
Yes, my skills of deduction are ringing.
You have a lot of skills, and I don't believe you've answered truthfully as to how you've obtained all of them, and, well, especially for the age that you claimed you were, what was it, mid-20s?
I feel like I'm around like 25, 26 even.
How does one forget their age?
Well, I don't really like birthdays. They've never really meant much to me because, the kind of family I was raised in, they didn't really care about birthdays at all, like at all. So I just didn't really keep track. And also traveling, it's kind of not productive to constantly keep track of the days. I don't really care.
Suppose that's fair. But
Yep.
still,
And also, to answer your question, about how I have all these skills. Well, first of all, how do you think anyone makes money while they're traveling on the road? They have to do a bunch of odd jobs. Well, now, if someone says they need a carpenter, or someone says they need a bookkeeper, or someone says they need a treasurer, or hey, howdy, I want someone who's cheap and who can do easy labor, or like design this schematic for me, then sure, I'm your guy. I can improvise on the spot. Maybe I even learned something, and I keep doing these jobs until eventually I have a skill. It's not that hard to accrue skills over time.
people don't usually hire other people off the street just to do random jobs, especially if said people don't have those skills required.
Oh, you'd be surprised. People really need just random laborers.
Hmm.
Especially mailmen, because no one wants to walk up a mountain just to deliver some hermit his frickin' mail.
How long have you been a mailman?
Definitely a few years. I don't know. Has it been 10 years yet? Yeah, it's been 10 years. No, wait. No, it hasn't. Some
So,
years.
10 years. That would make you, what, 15 when you started?
Yes,
And you said
I was
you
fairly young.
acquired skills such as being a carpenter, being a sellsword, being who knows what else.
Ooh, sellsword. I love that word. It's such a good word. Yes, I have collected one or two bounties in my time, but
I don't
they were not
believe
particularly dangerous, so...
the numbers are not adding up.
Is it so hard to imagine that a young person might adventure out on his own and do adventures? I've seen a lot of young orphan boys do the same thing as me.
Sure. But it does not. For, well, your expertise, your scars. I don't think a 15-year-old would be able to do that much.
But let me stop you there, because I've answered a lot of your questions, so now, in accordance with our deal, I must ask you a question.
You've hardly answered any of my questions.
Oh, I've answered them to the best of my ability, I think you'll find.
Did you?
Yes. But I do have a question.
Alright, then I will answer to the best of my ability.
What are you? I have not seen a creature such as you across any of the lands that I have traveled in.
Hmm. A Kieran.
Hmm. Very interesting. Very interesting.
You know
So is
what
that why you
that
felt a
means?
kinship with the dragon in the end?
So you do know what that means.
Yes, I've read a book.
Hmm.
Dragons are
Curious.
quite cool, you know.
Yes, they are. If you would like to believe that, yes, that is why I felt.
If I would like to believe that.
Yes.
Hmm, interesting.
Now back to you. What are you not telling me?
Okay, well, I'm not telling you a lot of things, such as my favorite color, my favorite type of food, my favorite. See, you can't just have such a general question
What are you not
because I
telling
could have
me
answered it in
about
many ways.
your age, your expertise, the skills that you carry and have carried for who knows how long?
I don't understand the nature of your question.
What are you?
Like, what species am I?
Yes.
Well, that's a hard question to answer.
Well, you asked me, I'm going to ask you the same.
Well, I will give you an answer. I'm an immortal.
An immortal. So
Yes, cursed with
don't
infinite life, as you may.
age.
Yes, I don't age.
You have just said that from the beginning.
Well, I thought it was more fun if you were guessing. People don't tend to react very nicely when they find out that I've lived more than the average person. So just wanted to keep the bit going, you know?
Sure. So you're immortal. And I'm guessing that you're not going to tell me what you actually are?
There are many types of immortal species, but I'm sure you could narrow it down if you so wished.
I'm
But I
thinking
think
of a
it's more
few.
fun if I omit these specific details.
Hmm. Well, does explain a lot. I will admit I was. Well, that was one of the theories I had of what you could be, but.
Ooh, do tell what you thought the other things were.
No. So, how long have you lived?
That's really hard to say. I don't actually remember. I'm pretty sure it's longer than 300 years. Probably. Wait, it's definitely longer than 300 years. I don't know the exact date. It's probably closer to 500.
Long enough to come across multiple books about. Well,
About what?
Despot King.
Oh, yes, that fellow. Why are you so
Practically.
interested in him? You've mentioned him like a few times.
I don't know. I suppose I'm just interested in.
Oh, there he goes.
I suppose I'm just interested in unsolved mysteries.
Unsolved mysteries. Ah, yes, you're referencing him mysteriously disappearing.
Yes.
Well, in my opinion, he probably just got bored.
He got bored.
I mean, that's my primary theory. I have other ones, obviously, but this one is probably the most accurate because if you think about it, if you rule a kingdom for 800 years, right? I believe that was the exact length of time. Like not exactly 800 years, but like probably around that range. You'd get a little bored. You know, like troop movements and faction like disagreements and like policies and politics and like bounties and freaking I can't even imagine. It'd be so boring. Just like at the start, it would probably be interesting. Like, oh, I get to manage my own kingdom, and I get, I get all this rich. I'll get all these riches, and I can like plunder and kill, and all that shit. But like, come on, wouldn't you get tired of ruling a faction that big? Like, I don't know. I would.
I suppose I would. Would you?
I mean, yeah, I did just say my opinion.
Perhaps he did just get bored after ruling for
I
centuries,
mean,
but
you do know about his proclamation of resignation, right?
yes.
You know that he literally just said, "Bon voyage, guys. Goodbye. I'm not naming a successor. Peace out."
Yes, I know.
It seems like he was just done. He just wanted to leave, get it over with.
Are you some fan of his? Because you seem to
Some
know
fan?
a lot about him and what he did.
Oh my god. You think I'm a fan?
Well,
Oh, that's funny. That's funny to me. Well, I
what
can
else
tell you
could you
that
be?
I think the history of large kingdoms, such as the Infinite Empire, are very, very interesting. I've always been I've always been interested in, ancient wars and all that stuff. I like history. Wow, wow. Like I'm immortal. I would like history, but like I like them as much as any other one, as any other kingdom of that size, even though no other kingdom really reached that size, now that I think about it. They were like the peak of they were at the top of the empire business, as you would say. So I like studying
Yes.
their history.
Studying the history, even though you might have lived through it,
I did through some of it, yeah.
some of it.
Yeah, I was in the Dark Ages and freaking one before that. I forget what the one before that is. Oh, all the eras have such weird names. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna donate a recognized continental history to you at some point. So you can reference that if you want to.
Yes, that would be.
I'm surprised you don't already have one. Like it's mandated in every library.
Yes, well, this library sprouted up in a town that, well, I don't even think is on official maps.
Yeah, it's not. I checked.
But we haven't really gotten ourselves out there. Hello, Vince.
Hello, don't mind me. I'm yeah. I'm just gonna go. Uh-huh.
There he goes.
Yeah, so I don't believe I would have ever gotten with my little library.
Hmm. Oh, you'll have it soon.
That would be nice. Would make research easier.
Yes, it would.
You seem to have a lot of books. I know.
Well, I've been traveling for a long time.
And you just pick up random books. Like, a lot
Of
of them.
course.
Hmm.
Books are windows into people's souls. Why wouldn't I want to pick them up?
Windows into people's souls.
Oh yeah, also we were talking on the community board. Did you want to discuss that at all?
I don't really know.
Well, the chicken up there, you were like, oh, how did it move on its own? Somebody must have moved it. Well, no, in fact, it probably animated itself via sympathetic magic.
Sympathetic magic.
Yes, it is a very powerful type of magic, but it's very deceptively simple to perform.
And how does it work?
Well, you should know how it works. It's one of the most ancient types of magic ever. I'm sure even the Genesis people knew what sympathetic magic was, but essentially, sympathetic magic is when you imbue an object with symbolism of another object, and you give it importance, and then you do something to that object to affect the other object. So, for example, let's say I have a voodoo doll of a person, and I poke that voodoo doll with a stick. That person will experience that pain because I am performing a sympathetic magic ritual on it. What you up to?
Just getting a book to write some notes.
I'm very surprised you don't know what sympathetic magic is. It's been around for a very long time.
Oh, I do. Just had to refresh my memory.
I'm sure.
How do you know so much about... Actually, I should know. You know a lot about magic. Because that's one of the many skills that you've practiced over the years.
I would think so, yes.
Magic isn't really used nowadays.
Yeah, not unless you're making potions. Or enchanting.
When was magic?
We've talked an awful lot about me, though.
Barely. The only new thing I know
I think
is...
it's time for me to ask something about you.
I feel like we've asked equal questions. The only
I
new
feel
thing
like
I
we
know
haven't,
about
but
you...
Anyway, I propose this to you, dear Kyra. How old are you? And I'm looking for honesty here.
Can't expect me to be honest when you haven't entirely been honest yourself.
Well, I've given you my reasons for being honest, and I haven't heard any of those from you, so I'd say we're about even.
I don't know about that. I have things as well that I'm not as willing to share with you. Or, rather, anybody.
Unwilling to share based off of your patron.
Probably... 200, 300, perhaps more.
Hmm. So are you also immortal then?
No. Just have a very
Is your
long
species just very
lifespan.
long-lived then?
Yes.
Interesting. All right. So I did want to mention something to you.
Hmm?
I went back to the site, the mining colony site, and there was no zombie horse there. He was gone. And that makes me wonder, did you take him? Because I was going to take him.
Perhaps I did.
And if you took him, where would you put him? Perchance.
Somewhere isolated, safe, for both him and everyone.
He wasn't aggressive last time we saw him.
Yes, I suspect it's because he has not been, well, fed. He probably doesn't even remember the taste of meat. I'm willing to bet
I would
if
like to see
anybody...
him, though.
Why?
Because I want to just see him again.
Why?
I like strange and unusual things. They excite me. There's not much I haven't seen.
This is my phone.
I haven't ever seen a horse affected by the zombie virus before.
Me neither, which is why I plan on studying it. Humanely, of course.
And you criticize me for being selfish, but you want to keep all the discoveries to yourself.
Oh, really?
Yes, you would have rathered we not gone into the end and discovered the wonders that lay there, including the wings and the boxes and the chorus fruits and all the wonderful things that lie there.
You call me selfish when you only care about, what, exploring this new dimension, finding these wings and shulkers. You don't even care about the fact that he killed a dragon, an extinct, or, well, almost extinct, now extinct species.
You're very worried about that, but have you ever considered the possibility of using magic to revive it? It is recently deceased, so our window of opportunity is still open.
And then what?
You perform a ritual.
And
Try any
then
number of rituals.
what?
We could resurrect it.
And then what after you resurrect it? You're just going to kill it again?
I don't know. I can do anything with it. All I'm saying is, it's an option. Because you
It
aren't
is
proposing
an
any other
option,
options.
but now it's too late, because once you're in the end, you're trapped there until you kill the
And how do you
dragon.
know that?
Well,
You were very certain about
you
it,
saw
even though
it.
you probably have never done it before.
Well, I haven't. Neither has anyone else.
Well, anyways, this has been a very productive talk, Kyra, and I hope we've mended the fences between us.
I would
Would
say
you
we
say
have.
that we've successfully mended our relationship?
Yes.
All right.
Are you putting an end to our discussion?
I suppose I am, since I have a few things that I'd like to do today.
Such as?
Just going around, probably exploring the end more. I've only gone in there a few times.
Hmm.
One to renovate the room, and the other to explore the outer islands.
I
Perhaps
see.
I will explore the outer islands more.
Well, I suppose I will leave you to that.
All right. I will see you soon.
See you. Well,
Goodbye.
hmm. Interesting. Okay, so he's immortal. He's immortal. Not exactly educated too much on immortal beings, so to ask Vin about it, although Vin did say that he doesn't really want to be involved as much with this anymore, but he is probably the only one to know which species are immortal, so. I'll just ask him. Not giving any specifics.
Hmm. Do you have a branch? Yes, you do. Okay, well. Okay.
Hello?
Hello. Kyra?
I've
Hi.
come to ask you a question.
Okay.
Since
Did you want to...
Hmm?
Is this about Parallax? You were talking to him a second ago. I mean, Paradox. You know what I meant. Shut up.
I didn't say anything.
Shut up.
Not exactly. I mean,
Oh, okay.
I guess sort of, but
Maybe.
this is primarily me asking you, as you are a monster hunter, correct?
Yes.
What? How do I word this? You know specifically what species would be, well, immortal?
Immortal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me think. Huh. That's a tricky one. Immortal in what sense? Do you mean immortal as in unable to die, or just a very, very long lifespan to the point where it's like, they may as well not be able to die of like old age, or immune to disease? What do you mean specifically?
I believe just immortal as in not aging at all.
Not aging at all. Hmm. I suppose technically any undead being could be classified as immortal. I suppose it can't really die unless they are then killed again. They aren't really living in the first place, though. Huh. There aren't really many.
Really?
Everything has expiration date, so.
Hmm.
I do ask.
Well, Paradox said that he was immortal.
What?
Yep.
Okay. And this was just brought up just randomly in conversation, or were you like interrogating him about it?
Well, we were kind
I
of
mean-
interrogating each other, similar to
Oh.
how we did. I give him an answer, he gave me an answer, and just like you, he didn't give me exactly what he was.
Oh. Oh, you asked him about like his species?
Yes, because, well, how else am I supposed to figure out how, well,
I
how he's
mean,
acquired so many skills at age, what did you say, 25? Don't know.
hey, I don't judge. I mean, I don't know what goes on in someone's life, you know? He looks pretty human to me. He just seems. See, that's what I thought was so weird about this whole thing, because he just very much seems like a regular guy, you know?
Does
There's
he?
nothing particularly special about him. Yeah.
Does he?
Yeah. Aside from, you know, obviously the more recent weird stuff going on, but nothing really jumps out, I guess.
Yes, he seems like a normal guy, but I don't know, just something feels off. He's not, well, I suppose there's no reason for him to tell everything, but he is most definitely hiding a lot.
I mean, he told you he was immortal.
Yes. Told me he was, what was it, over 300 years old?
Oh, big number. That's older than I am.
Really?
Yeah. Actually, 202. I'm 240. 240 something? Give or take a few years, I don't know, but it's 240 something.
You keep track of your age?
To the best of my ability.
Really? He said that he doesn't keep track at all.
Good for him.
Unless he's lying.
Could very well be. I mean, that's just the fact that he said he was immortal in the first place. Give me a sec. Do I have it in here? Oh, you're kidding me. No, I left all my books back at my house. Well, that's annoying.
Oh, you do have an elytra.
I do, but I don't really want to go get it, I'll be honest. These elytra things are very cool, though.
They are.
Very useful lately. I hate going through the nether. Ugh. But, a human-looking entity that claims to be over 300 years old. Immortal.
Yes. He knows a lot about magic, which is something I'm confused about since magic. Don't remember when exactly magic was used, but I don't believe it's been used for quite a while.
What do you mean? We use magic every day.
Magic, as in, you know, not potions and not portals.
Potions, portals, enchantments. So it's all
Yeah.
different kinds of magic.
No, I mean the
What kind of magic are you talking about? Like
You-
old magic? Old magic? Like
I-
a Genesis level type?
yes, yes.
Well, you said he knows about that?
Yeah,
That's-
he went on a rant about how the chicken that found its way on top of your tavern could have moved by itself using sympathetic magic, I think he called it.
I like voodoo.
Yes.
Huh. I mean, it's definitely not as common, but certain circles, I guess, can harness it, even in these times. I mean, suppose if you live that long, you pick up all sorts of stuff, don't you? I mean, hey, how'd you think I got so good?
Hmm.
Could be some kind of fae being, sort of like a Ram's person, maybe.
A fae.
Which would be really interesting to have two of them in the same place. I think is I barely know anything about them because it's just so rare to see. So that'd be really ridiculous.
Didn't you say they were
but
territorial as well?
they tend to be.
I doubt there would be two this close proximity.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I don't really know what else it could be though. I mean, unless he is just telling you a huge fat lie. I mean, I don't really think. I mean, yeah, I think you think of immortal, you think of all powerful, scary, deadly things that hide off in the dark, and I don't think they'd be so keen to just openly admit that in front of someone. So it seems a little bit far fetched to me, if I'm honest.
I don't know. I feel like I believe him based on what we've seen recently. Especially
Okay then.
yesterday.
That is true. Well, what
You
do you think
saw
he is?
how prepared he was, how ready he was to kill off that dragon.
That's true. But I mean, okay, but speaking of the other day, he said he didn't know what the flag was, and obviously he was lying about that.
He most
But-
definitely was lying.
Yeah, but like, why would he? Obviously, he'd have to know because he would have been around when the Infinite Empire was, at its peak.
That's what I was trying to question.
Unless he was living under a rock or something, but
I'm not sure.
well, do you have any ideas on? I don't know. What are you thinking? What's your train of thought on this?
Well, I'm having many thoughts. I I asked him if he was a fan of. Oh, 1 second.
Yeah.
What the?
Nothing.
Is this canon?
No.
Damn.
Maybe.
Damn. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, when I asked him if he was a fan of the Despot King, he kind of just laughed and then went on a rant about how the Despot King could have disappeared just because he was bored. And it was
Oh my
oddly detailed, and
god.
either he's well, a huge fanboy of the Infinite Empire and the Despot King, which honestly I don't think he is, because he definitely would have reacted differently to when we found the mining colony. Or he is somehow connected to said Infinite Empire and Despot King.
I highly doubt that. No.
Me as well. It just seems highly unlikely. I'm not sure. I really don't know. And I don't think I will know unless he answers more questions, but he doesn't seem very willing to answer that many.
Yeah, you may have pushed him far enough for now at least. But I mean, he's harmless, really, isn't he?
Is he? He killed a dragon.
We killed a dragon. It was a group effort. I mean, wherever he picked up those skills from, I'm really not bothered. As long as he isn't using them to hurt anyone here. That's all I really care about.
Yeah, you're right.
Seems like he just wants to deliver mail. And, you know, good for him. I don't really care. At this point, I don't really care what he is. I don't care what he is. I don't care what you are. As long as you're just minding your business and doing what you want to do and not hurting anyone, I'm fine with that for now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't really like this whole aura of suspicion and fear that we've got going on around here. It's exactly what I didn't want to happen.
I agree. Feel like well, I feel like I should apologize to pandas.
I think
feel-
we both should.
Bad.
Yeah.
Have you seen her around lately?
No, not really. I mean, I've been over at my place for, past day, so.
You really need to. There is like a rat in here somewhere.
What do you mean? There's no rat.
There's
That's not a rat.
there's like a zombie
The
somewhere.
place is very clean. Yeah, he's over here. He sits out here and he minds his own
No,
business.
not that
and that's what I
one.
like about him. What do you mean?
I think there's one like in here. There's one
What?
right here.
What the hell? How did you get in? He's holding an egg. Oh my god. Wow.
Yeah, that's why he
He's
hasn't
a mother. How dare you?
died.
What the fuck? This is so messed up. I moved Dimitri in here.
Oh, is that what you were doing earlier?
Yeah. It's a little guy.
You
'cause I
still
want to get
hate
rid of
me?
the house on the lake.
Okay, good.
No,
You
he's
don't hate
alright.
me.
He's gotten over it.
Good. I'm glad.
He's a cool guy. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of the house on the lake pretty soon. Actually, I might go do that in a minute.
Really?
But yeah. Yeah, it's time for it to go. What the? Was there a horse over there? What's that about?
I may have relocated the zombie horse we found.
You what? Kyra, what do you mean?
It's not that big of a deal. It's
Oh
just
my. Why? What for what reason?
just to keep an eye on it.
Oh, what do you keep an eye on it? What for?
Well, it didn't seem right leaving it there. It looks harmless for now.
It's a zombie.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's
You
a
just-
skeleton horse in there.
It ate its owner.
Well, they both ate people, and then I'm pretty sure the owner died. I'm actually not entirely sure.
Okay, well it infected its owner then.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
Yes. Why do you want to keep it around? Well, you have horses. We have plenty of good horses over there. What do you want a dead one for?
It's the last remnant of whatever that expedition team was.
Okay, and
I don't know. Maybe I was feeling sorry for it.
for the horse or for the looters?
The horse.
Did you get that book back, by the way?
No, Panda still has it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why she's keeping it. But I will ask for it again. Look, it's coming here. See, it's not trying to attack.
That doesn't mean it still can't infect people.
Which is why I have isolated it here.
But you could just... It's already dead. You could just, you know...
It's not dead.
It is... Yes, it is.
Then aren't you dead?
Okay, well that's not fair.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like... Yes, I am. Okay, well, no. I'm I'm living, but I'm not alive, you know? Just that thing is living, but it's not really alive, you know?
Is it not moving? Is it not eating? Look at it.
Yes, but it's not... Just because we're similar doesn't mean I'm not going to have the same kind of sympathy for it as I might for... I mean, I don't even have sympathy for my own people. Come on now.
I suppose that's right, but still.
You see?
As long as it's moving and, well, trying to eat, I'm not sure if that and any of that actually goes in.
Yeah, I don't know if that grass is doing anything. Or the snow, rather.
But as long as it's, well, moving, I'm not sure if it's, no, it's not breathing, but as long as it functions like a horse may,
Ugh.
then I will keep it. Paradox also showed interest in this. I'm not sure why.
Because you're both weird.
Suppose so.
You both ask too many questions. You're both weird.
Well, Paradox. Well, I will give Paradox credit.
Go to sleep.
He doesn't ask too many questions.
Just as curious as you are, though.
Mm.
Same thing, really. Don't take this the wrong way, but I think I liked you better when you didn't really talk to people.
Would you rather I go back to not talking to anyone?
Oh, it's a bit late for that now, isn't it? You know? But I mean it in the best way possible, if you can even really take it that way. Yeah, well, what are you up to now then?
I don't know, I guess... Probably going to decorate the... Well, you can even call that a stable.
Gonna put some little banners around for him. Gonna give him some hay.
Yeah, probably. See if he eats any.
Maybe a little rotten flesh to nibble on. Oh.
Well, I don't believe that would be smart. I believe he is more passive now because he hasn't had any meat to eat in, well, probably 100 years, if not more.
Maybe I'll give him some, see what it does with it.
If you
I'm
would
joking.
like your hand chomped off, then sure, go ahead.
Okay, fine, I guess. I think I'm gonna go see if Pandas is around. I have a feeling someone may be on their way.
Oh,
Unless he's... okay. Never mind. What the hell? Oh, I see. Well,
Oh, hey guys.
okay. Hello.
hello.
How y'all doing today?
Same
pretty good, how are
as
you?
when you saw me 30 minutes
Yeah,
ago.
but I'm mainly talking to Vince. Excuse me.
You said guys.
I'm good, yeah.
Great. There's a person over there selling their wares, and also Pandas is working the fields.
Oh, is she? Okay.
So yeah. Don't mind me. I'm
thanks
just
for...
gonna skirt over here a little.
Okay,
Where is he going?
oh, looks like he's interested in your stable.
Oh.
Have fun with that. Have fun with that, Kyra.
Paradox.
Oh, so this is where you're keeping him. He looks so cute. How did you put a saddle on him?
I have my ways.
Uh-huh. Well, I want to go in there and pet him.
would not. No.
You touched him to get him up here, so come on, look at him.
Yes, because I know that I
He's
can't
totally
get
passive.
infected.
Come on, come on.
I
Also, I'm holding a totem. Come on, I can handle it.
Okay, sure, but a totem would the totem save you from being infected? Paradox, no. Paradox.
Hello. Hello. See, he's literally walking away from me. He doesn't care. Hi, sweetie. You look so amazing.
Why are you so interested in?
I've never seen a zombie horse before. I've seen zombie everything, but I haven't seen a freaking zombie horse. I've even seen a zombie dog before. Do you know how scary that is to see a zombie dog barreling down on you? Like, oh, that's horrifying. But a zombie horse. Look at his majesty.
Suppose it does take more to infect a whole horse.
Yeah. Like, even
Why?
humans,
They're so
we're way
rare.
smaller than these magnificent beasts.
Hmm.
He's totally docile. That's really interesting.
As long as you don't feed him meat, I believe he will stay as such.
He's so cute. He's sniffing me. I love him.
I don't think you should let him sniff you.
Come on. Normal horses sniff you. Come on. You're being so cautious.
This is not a normal
Hello.
horse.
Yeah, I know, but okay. I literally have a skeleton horse in my stable, okay? He's perfectly docile.
Yes,
Nothing
they
wrong with
don't
him.
eat meat. In fact, they don't
You
eat
don't know
anything.
that.
I do know that. They are not capable of eating anything.
Yeah,
Zombies.
I know that too. Okay, but I'm just being funny.
Mm.
Can I ride him? Yeah, I want to try to ride him.
Did-
Have you tried to? You've ridden him, of course. You put a saddle on him to get him up here, so you rode him. How was he? Was he a good mount?
I guess.
Okay, buddy, I'm just gonna get on you. I hope you don't buck me off. Oh. Oh, he's fast.
He is just a horse.
How high does he jump? Oh, not very high at all. Oh, a little bit higher. I think his knees are a little decayed.
Yes, I would say that as well. Then you should probably get off of
He's
him.
fast though. Ooh, buddy, you need some exercise. You've been stuck in that cage for like a billion years. We should like get him on an exercise regimen.
Maybe if zombies even need exercise.
Yeah, we can work on this together if you want. We can work on rehabilitating him in the process. You gotta promise that you'll actually, like, share him though.
Share
like a good
him.
community member.
Why would I share him?
Because I want to know. I want to know about him too. Look, he likes me. He likes you too, so I think he probably likes us the best out of everyone.
Hmm. He also liked Millie a lot when we went to get him.
Oh, you took Millie too.
Yes, or rather, Millie took herself with me, but I didn't mind.
Of course, you know how Millie is. Yep, that is how Millie is.
Yes, it is.
But you know what? I would appreciate a chance to explore this wonder of nature with you.
It's a wonder of nature. There's not much else to
The
see.
wonder of nature. It really is.
Unless you care to join me in my studies of it.
I do care. I really wanna.
Perhaps I will share my findings with you.
Well, I could tell you more about the ancient magics if you would prefer a parlay, of course.
Not so interested about magic as I am with you.
Oh, I'm not that interesting. You really should learn more about magic, though, because if you didn't know about sympathetic magic, oh boy howdy, do I have other things for you to learn.
Magic is not a primary topic of my study.
What do you like to study?
As I said before, unsolved mysteries.
Unsolved mysteries. That's interesting. Unsolved mysteries are cool. I will give you that. They are very neat.
I only care about finding knowledge of the unknown. Things that...
So you prefer the spicy knowledge, then? That's interesting to me.
That is one way to put it. Though I would prefer to
Space.
just describe it as knowledge that no other person has, well, discovered before.
Hmm. And what drives you to find this knowledge?
I don't know. Curiosity, I suppose.
Oh well, you know the saying, curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought him back.
Hmm.
Well, that saying also technically applies to me too, so I would greatly appreciate if we worked on this project together.
Sure.
You might learn something.
Perhaps I will.
Yay, I'm glad we could come to this agreement.
Alright.
Well, I will leave you to your studies then.
And I will
But
leave
send
you
me a
to...
letter. Send me a letter whenever you require my assistance.
Sure. Will do.
Yay. Well, I will eagerly await your letter, and make sure to flip up the little like hatch thing when you put mail in my mailbox. By the way,
Ah, yes.
thank you. Well, I will see you soon then.
See you.
Yeah.
Perhaps I should have put you in a more isolated area, but I guess it's too late now. Oh well, this might be a good thing, working together with Paradox on something. I know Vin said that I shouldn't be so questioning of Paradox, but I mean I can't really help it, can I? One last thing for today. I need to research more on mortal creatures. Vin said that undead could be fae, but nothing specific. Ask about his glasses as well. I mean, he did just say that he was sensitive to the sun, but didn't take them off at all when we were in the end, which is interesting. Hmm. Oh well. Asked him more about his armor as well, but kind of cut off the discussion before I could. And about this. I'm really curious about is why he, well, I assume he lied about not knowing what this banner meant, especially since he probably knows a lot about the Despot King. Hmm. so. I don't know now, but I will find out eventually. It's the weirdest town ever.